期初说明会开始。我们今天很高兴各位从花莲县各地方来到筑祥国小哈。那在开始之前，我们今天有邀请到东华大学的严爱娟老师担任我们今天的那个专家学者哈。那我们第一个部分就先邀请到这个明联国小的陈淑妮老师来跟我们分享沟通式的教学法。 英语阅读教学，我们以热烈的掌声请陈淑妮老师，谢谢。
Just a minute. Do you want to see the trick?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Sorry, have to find it. This is my new computer. Okay, it's here.
This man is incredibly big and Sweden.
With this cassette tape, it's really good. I bought.
So ladies and gentlemen, here comes Magic Beginning Class, and for beginners, I really hope you're going to like it.
Hello, fellow magicians. Welcome to the world of Acme Magic, your professional mail-order magic company, 100% genuine. This lesson is the mystery of the vanishing bandana. For this mystery, you will need two props. One is a square of darkly colored fabric and a yellow bandana. Pick up the bandana. Now, fold the bandana in half. That's right, fold it in half. Now, fold it one more time. Take the folded bandana and hide it in your left hand. Remember to keep your hand in a natural position. This is called palming. Now that you have mastered palming, we're ready to begin. Open up the folded bandana. Show the audience it is a regular bandana by waving it up and down. If an audience member does not believe it is a real bandana, allow him to wipe his face on it. Now, pick up the dark square of fabric and gather the four corners together, making a little makeshift bag. Using your free hand, fold the bandana along the creases you made earlier and drop it into the folds of the fabric makeshift bag. From the outside of the makeshift bag, squeeze the bandana into a small little ball. What the audience didn't see is that you never really put the bandana in the fabric at all. You really kept it hidden in your left hand. Remember palming? Again, remember to keep your left hand held naturally. Now, make a magical gesture. For the grand finish, fling open the fabric and receive your well-deserved applause. Magic. Yeah. I learned a new word from this video. Do you know which one?
4 minutes.
Bandana. Bandana. B-A-D-N-A-N-A. 印花大手帕，它叫做印花大手帕，不是 handkerchief 而已，还有所谓的印花大手帕。所以它只差了一个 letter， 然后有那个 subtitle 版可以给小朋友看，只是我还没秀给他们看。That's just for fun. Hello, my name is Jenny, and my Chinese name is Chen Shunyu. I'm a homeroom teacher in Minlian Elementary School. And so first one, I have to apologize for the title, Cumulative Approach or Cumulative Method. Actually, today's focus is on classroom English, classroom language. It's just a small part of the communicative approach. And some of the reading activities I do. First of all, why are we here? Why I'm here is because I went to a workshop in Tainan last month. I didn't know I had to do this, so I volunteered to participate in this workshop. It's a nice trip. Tainan, that's a lunch, and every day we have different lunch. We really have classes. And the instructor is called Stephen Murray. He is from UK. He is an excellent instructor. I learned a lot. But today I only can present you some of it. We play games.
Very good. Okay, it's kind of animal that eats seals.
Easy for English teachers there. But I tried this in my class. It's not that easy. It's an animal, it's pink, or you usually eat it. I have a pig on the board, but my students cannot guess the words. Okay, first one, you can look at your paper. What is classroom language? I didn't think classroom language this way before, and I learned there. Let's think. Good morning, how are you? Who says this? What do you think? Is it for teacher or students? Or both, right? We hope it's both. So next page, some examples of the classroom languages. Pens down, listen please. Is teacher's language or learner's language or both? Teachers. Some say teachers. And anyone? Both? I hope it's both. If we do it in the group work, right? In the group, maybe the group leader say pens down, pencils down, and listen, please, something like that. How do you spell it? It's for teacher or learners? We hope both, right? Teacher, how do you spell apple for me, please? If they don't understand, and they can ask me in English, I will be very happy to help them. But of course, now they only, 老师，苹果怎么拼？ But how about, please, may I be excused? I think this is British saying, right? May I go to the bathroom? May I be excused? I never heard this in my class or any textbook. But what do you think? If something like this is for teachers or learners? Learners, okay. Cannot be teachers? Oh, I'm sorry, teacher now need to go to the bathroom. May I be excused? Right, you write this. Where's the dictionary? Teachers, both, okay. There's no right, that's not right. Wow, I think that's misspelling, sorry. That's not right, try again.
Teacher.
Teachers, wow, so harsh. That's not right, try again. Whose turn is it? Again, I wish it's both, right? Sit down, please. What does this mean? Could you say that again? Can I borrow your ruler? Can I borrow your pencil? Can I borrow your book? Actually, I said this many times in my class. May I borrow your pencil? Right. Why did you write that? Okay. You have 5 more minutes. Shall I go first? I think there's no absolutely right decision. You want to put it for teachers only, or your student can say it. So I don't have the correct answer for you. So what is classroom language to you? Can you write a definition in the box below? Can anyone want to say it? What's the classroom language to you? I checked my notes. That's what I wrote at that time. Languages that communicate students and teacher, and student to student, I hope, I wish. And during the learning process in the class, because I do a lot of group works in my class. And I really hope someday they can speak to each other in English. And this is, the blue one is one of my friend's definition. So you can see that. So why use classroom language? That's the reasons. I will not tell, I think you can find the correct answer. I put it there because the format, actually sometimes we use this format to give out the worksheet. It's very simple, right? Let's read this one conclusion. It's a shorter one together, okay? 1, 2, 3, go. It makes sense then that teachers of English as a foreign language should use lexical chunks in the classroom as much as possible.
Classroom language such as
Greetings, instructions,
feedback,
etc. contain examples of lexical chunks and tend to be used. Learners will gradually acquire these phrases in the same way as a native speaker would.
learners should
Also be encouraged to use such phrases themselves in order to add fluency. So what's the classroom language for you? This is the way I learned in the workshop. So when I plan an activity or a lesson, I will think about what's the procedure language I would use, and what's the functional language I need, and the target language. I think the target language is the easiest one, and I found actually target language could be functional language and could be procedural languages. So procedural language, functional language, and procedural language, such as what is procedural language? Used by the teacher and to set up the activities or to explain something. Functional language needed by the students to complete the activity. Target language, what teacher teaches. Vocabulary, sentences, phonics, songs, and chants. A lot of target language. So procedural language, such as open your book to page, close your book, something like that. Did you see something you are familiar with, you often used? I often use good morning. Okay, how are you today? Right. Today we are going to have the class. Lesson 1, please open your book. That's my procedural language. Functional language. I found this is the most difficult part for me to get my student to speak up. Functional language. I hope students can say this word. What does bingo mean? Ask me in English, right? So, speak more slowly, please. I never heard this from students. Sorry. I mean in English. This classroom language. Go back to my textbook, right? This classroom language for this semester. Point to the word windy. Spell the word cool. Make a sentence. Are you done? Yes, I am. Procedural language. Or is there any target language? First one, what on this page, what are the target languages? All of them, right? And could be, what are the procedural language teacher used? Point to the word, point to the word, blah, 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 blah. Is it useful? It's in the textbook, but we have to teach it. So do you think it's useful when you are teaching? Yes, thank you. If you think it's useful, you will use it. Point to the word, point to. Actually, maybe not the word, point to. When we are reading, okay, now open your book, let's read page number 5. And you have to point to the word when you are reading. Point to, just point to. Or some activities, stand up, point to the window, point to the door. I make sure they know the words. Point to, just this action, right? It's a good action. So for this page, I do something like I say, you say. I say, you do. You say, I do. You say anything the teacher will do. I will do this kind of activity. Let them can use these sentences. How about the spell the word? Actually, sometimes you spell the word, say the word, so they know say and spell is different. How do you spell meaning? Something like that. The word cool could be changed, right? And are you done? I think that's for teacher, right? And make a sentence. Make a sentence is very useful when I teach a new word, and if they really know the word, anyone can make a sentence, something like that. So actually, I think these are useful classroom English. But now it's a 5th graders. So when you are teaching 3rd or 4th graders, do you use them? It's in my 5th graders textbook. So sometimes I think classroom language I like to use before they appeared in the textbook. Maybe we can teach them other than, don't wait for the textbook. This is something from the textbook. Do you see any classroom language in these words? Choose, I like you. Yes, this section is for phonics. And often when you open the teacher's menu, the teacher's menu will tell you, say, kids don't need to understand the meaning of the words. They just need to recognize the word and can pronounce the words. But I'm thinking, why waste the time? I told them already, I don't want to teach them, and they just can say out the word cheap, choose, and don't know anything about the meaning of the word. Actually, choose is very useful. Choose the word you like, choose the word you know, and on the test, choose, right? Choose the right answer. 考试的时候选择题就是 choose. I think it's a very difficult word for my kids. If I don't emphasize it quite often, then they really understand. But it's really a useful word, choose. And share. I think share is a useful classroom language, right? You need to share the paper, you need to share the markers. If we do some activities. So I think this share, some words are really useful, even they are not in the classroom language section. And how about this one? It's called Let's Talk. Of course, they are all talking language, right? Is there any like a daily, very useful classroom language? What are you doing, right? Tom, what are you doing? We are writing this page. What are you doing? Don't play, something like that. And wait a minute. I'm thinking, wait a minute. I wish them could say this phrase. When we do group working, I say, okay, time's up, put down your pen. Student can say, wait a minute. I will really give him a minute. I like the 3 R's in classroom language. Do you know what 3 words start with R about the classroom language? Take a guess. Reading and repeat. Okay, recycle. What we teach, we really need to recycle it and reuse. We teach it, then we use it, and then we can remember. Not reduce, okay? Not reduce. All right, so these are 3 R's for classroom language. I remind myself this. Okay, then now it's about reading I do. I didn't speak English all the time in my class before. It's really difficult, especially for reading activities. But now I tried. And so like this one is the name tag from the workshop. I keep it. When I put the name tag on, my students know I am going to speak English only. Then will pay more attention to me. So I do this one. 我可以说中文的。Just remind myself, really it's kind of difficult to speak English all the time. I still tend to speak Chinese. This is a terrible PowerPoint. I will leave you to read it. You have this information. Lastly, some activities I learned there, especially the teacher, you are wrong. Teacher, you are wrong. 老师你错了. I found my students like to say these words. Where do I use it? Okay, this is after reading. Like this one is from the textbook. Okay, we are doing an activity called Teacher, you are wrong. 老师你错了. So when I read something, it's different from the test. And you raise your hand, say, Teacher, you are wrong. They like it, but I'm really tired. So something I will say, today is Sunday. Teacher, you are wrong, like that. Or like Stephen suggests, you can say, Teacher, shout out the right word when you hear the teacher make a mistake. Or do the spatial action when you hear teacher make a mistake. Just a slightly variation. Make fun. And the first class for the textbook is called Whose Dress Is It? Whose Skirt Is It? And when I use all the pictures from the ebooks, then I couldn't get the attention from my students. I had to make a PowerPoint to get their attention. Can you guess what? Okay, sorry. So the first picture I put on the PowerPoint is this. Actually, it doesn't anything relate to the topic. Just something I talk them about, and I show them the picture. Where is it? It's something the news I read. It's Antarctic Post Office. The building is the Antarctic Post Office. And now they are recruiting 4 postmen, post offices to go there. 4. More than 1,200 applications, I think. How much pay do you think they will pay the mailman there per month? How much would you go there to be a mailman? $1,000? $10,000. So, a month? US dollars. Okay, I'll go. Actually, it's not really much. It's a 54K. $54,000 NT dollars. 54,000 NT dollars per month for the postman in Antarctic. Clothes. Actually, it's about clothes. So besides the ebook, and I put this one, and we read it. What is it? What is it? What is it? And in the book, there are no jeans. So I ate this one there. The picture is different from the textbook. So the kids like it to at least can pay attention to it. This one more, okay, this one, and then we just read it. Okay, they saw this one make a lot of noise. What does this call? Kilt. Because in the test, there are phrases. It's a kilt, and so I collect some pictures from the internet. Okay, then I do these activities with them. This called Wordle. Wordle. W-O-R-D-L-E. It's not difficult to make. I know this website long time ago, but this is the first time I saw some teacher use it. So I tried it. What words do you see? Something like that for the teacher to speak out, right? And the point, right? Here, there, that's a functional language they speak. And so they can make different colors, make different shapes, right? So I make a lot of them. Actually, they are same words. Okay, those are words, right? I think I start from, sorry. There are some misspellings. Can you find the word spelled wrong?
T-shirt, jacket.
So my teacher will raise your hand and go to the front and point to the word like a dress, jacket, right? And the right spelling is J-A-C-K-E-T. Right? Anything else? Okay. T-shirt, not T-shirt, right? Now, so first one, I give them the correct spelling, and then I can put some words spelled wrong. one of the activities I do for this reading. And then I took something from my teacher. Whose pencil box is it? Right. Of course, it's one of the students. And when they see something is theirs, related to them, they are more interested, right? It's Paul's, right? Whose pencil box is it? Oh, I show the sentences. It's Ellie's. Yes, it's her pencil box. That's a target language from the textbook. Right. What's the question? What's the question? I will ask the student who can make the question. Whose ruler is it? Because this class talk about plural and singular. Right. So whose ruler is it? Anyone knows the answer? It's Joe's, right? And the question is, whose lunch box is it? I should put a box, right? Whose lunch box is it? It's Sam's lunch bag, right? Okay, that's for the textbook. Whose girl is it, this unit? And then I found something interesting story, different from the textbook, from e-books. Yes, and I do this one. It's a video they can watch.
Is this? This is your comic book, and that is Alex's comic book. Thanks, Maxie. I like it. Let's go to school.
Actually, this is not very successful class yesterday. I just did this one yesterday. But I will do it again. I choose to use this story because there is a comic book in this story. And I know my kids like to read comic books. So they can use more about whose comic books is it, right? So I have to, actually I just play once this video, and then I ask them, then I show again the PowerPoint I make again, right? I'll show them and read it. Hello, Messi, my math book is at home. Can you find it now? Like this one? Okay, we read along. Look and read, or listen and read. And it's being. Then I ask them, do you like this book? Do you like this story? This is an open questions. So, do you like this story? They can answer, yes, I do, no, I don't. It depends on their interest. What do you like about it? This is a difficult part, right? But I think they can do it after a month. I need to train them first. I like the birds in the story. I like comic books, right? And does Alex have a dog? Does Alice have a dog? Do you remember? Or do we need to read a story? Okay, let's read a story, right? Hello, Maxie. My math book is at home. Can you find it now? Yes, I can. Let's find his math book. Look at this, Maxie. Whose comic book is this? It's Alex's. It's very funny. Ha ha ha. Actually, in the video, it's more fun. Let me see. Stop it, Maxie. It's not your book. It's his book. Actually, the same page, but the different actions, right? whose comic book is this? This is your comic book, and that is Alex's comic book. Sorry, this one, because I didn't show you the video, so I have to explain it. The cat, Maxie, he has a magic marker because the first comic book broken, right? So he used his magic marker, make 2 comic books. One is for the bird, one for Alex's. Right? So this is your comic book, and that is Alex's comic book. That's why I have these sentences. Thanks, Massey. I like it. Let's go to school. They find a math book for the Alex, and they let's go to school. The end. So. Does Alex have a dog? No, he doesn't, right? No, he doesn't have a dog. And then, where is Alex?
He is at school.
He's at school, right, my teacher? Or my student couldn't answer. When I see no one answer, I could make the question easier for them to answer. How? How do I make the question easier to get the response? Give them options, right? Make it multiple choice, right? A, he's at school, he's at home. He's in the bedroom, he's at school, he's in the park. Why I'm doing this? Because I'm do something, let them, now it's your turn. Work in groups. You can talk to each other and tell each other the answers. Everyone has to write. 10 minutes later, you can ask other groups your questions. One person asks one question. Because I don't want only the representative for the group and say only he say something. So I say one person, one question. Okay, go. Now I give them 10 minutes. But actually yesterday I only gave them 5 minutes. Of course, I have the worksheet for them. I have given them the worksheet. I like to go back to here, right? I'm doing the procedure. I'm set up the activities. And also like this one, I want them to able to make questions. And I think it's very difficult for them. They can answer question, but we seldom do this kind of activities. Do you think they like to ask questions to other groups? Yes, they like to challenge others. And also, like this one, I have to think about the questions I want to make example. Right? This is what I do. Also, actually, if I let them watch video longer, I can ask them, what class is Alex? Actually, it's class A. It's in the video. It's showing the video, right? Okay, so I give them, oh, sorry.